Hello.
Hello.
And welcome back.
Sick.
See
you next Tuesday.
And today, guess what day it is?
You would never, ever be able to guess.
Sound off in the comments below.
And we're not going to tell you.
We'll pin the correct answer. So keep an eye out, guys. We're really interactive. We're reading everything you've got to say.
That was funny.
Thank you. And again, every time you say it, I say don't be so shocked.
Well, my name's Ben.
My name's Annabel, and I'd actually like to just apologize for everything that's happened in this podcast so far from my end, because looking at GarageBand, God, she's been crazy. I was really mounting that mic. I was deep-throating her. Yeah, no, I was just too close.
Consent.
Sorry. And she didn't give any. She absolutely... She said, back up, babe. Personal space. And I'm taking notes. And I'm changing my behavior. So sorry to everyone.
That's growth.
Thank you so much. Amen. This is my me too.
Your world has been blown open.
Blown open. And you know what? A lot's been blowing my world open lately.
Like what?
Like introduction to new things.
I was going to say, are there any hot topics?
Oh, wait, Ben, this jump is from Hot Topic. Yeah.
We got one hot topic right here.
Because today, Marlene at work, who's from Germany, she said, I really like your sweater. And I said, thank you so much. Hot Topic. And she said...
What's it say on it?
It's a Monster High.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I said, hot topic. And she said, what? It's been a hot topic? Like, people have really all been asking you about it? And I said, wait, I'm so sorry. It's a store.
Wait. Monster High. That's
Draculaura,
the dolls.
Frankenstein. Yeah.
Okay.
And actually, like, I'm kind of misrepresenting. So, like, I went to Hot Topic, and I'm not gonna lie, like, I was vaguely familiar with Monster High because I do have a Draculaura doll, just because I thought she was cute. And I was like, oh yeah, they're those dolls. But I mainly got it because I was like, tartan and pink. That's fun.
Can you undo the patch?
I can.
You just take it off.
I can, but I get a lot of compliments on it and a lot of very in-depth, very familiar with the lore Monster High girlies coming up to me and asked, like someone in the lift today at work said, what's your favorite one? And I said, oh, yeah, Draculaura, because she's the one I remember. And she said, I'm Frankie Stein. And I said, sick.
So she's a conversation starter.
She's a conversation starter. Maybe she was just flirting, actually.
Oh.
Who's to say?
She's like, my favorite's Annabel.
If she knew my name, that would be crazy because she works for a different office. I'd never seen her before in my life.
You wear name tags, don't you?
No, what? Ew. What do you mean, do I wear name tags? No. What?
Anywho, do you have any trending news? Anything that has happened in the film and media space?
No.
Okay, cool. Say what you're gonna say anyways.
Do you know what I'm gonna say?
I know exactly what you're gonna say. And it has to do with you're crazy.
You're crazy, wildcat. Huge day at work today, everyone. You want the inside scoop on who can't afford full price Broadway tickets? Mr. Bart Johnson and Miss Robin Lively. Yeah, spotted in the TKTS line, getting tickets for Sadie Sigg's John Proctor as the villain.
And did they?
Yeah. One of my coworkers tried to sell them on Dead Outlaw and then put in the chat, true to Dead Outlaw, and then they got tickets for John Proctor as the villain.
Oof, that's awkward.
Yeah, but I'm sure they had a killer time. You know, I hope they had a good night. But I was actually upstairs in the office managing, and someone put in the chat, like, Dad from High School Musical's here. And I said, oh my God, Bart Johnson, I'm running. And then my boss messaged and said, Annabelle, take a longer break. Take the time you need.
To recover?
To recover, go star hunting. And then I got a selfie with Coach Bolton himself. Insert photo here. And he was lovely. I full named him Wildcats.
Full named him as in Bart Johnson?
I tapped him on the shoulder as he was nearing the front of the line. He didn't actually go to the ticket booth. He made his wife do that for him. And he was just kind of hanging back talking to people. It seemed like he was trying to gab and trying to be like, I'm Bart Johnson. So I tapped him on the shoulder and I said, Bart Johnson, may I please get a photo? I love your work.
Well, imagine you just said, Bart, can I please get a photo?
Well,
Simpson?
who's to say? But I'm out.
Bartholomew.
Bartholomew.
Barth Feldman.
Andrew. Chelsea's boyfriend.
Yep.
Yep. But yeah, and then we shook hands and he took the selfie and then he thanked me and I said, no, thank you.
Obsessed.
He was lovely. I think my boss said that he was really attractive. So
maybe Suzanne's going to try and move in on Robin Lively.
I would love that for her. Can you imagine? I can imagine.
I can 100%. I feel like he would seem like a lovely man to do what you want him to do.
Yes.
I have no idea what I'm saying.
No, but I really enjoyed that, and I thank you for your commentary.
Yes.
Any hot topics from you, Ben?
No. I actually don't think that I have any fun, exciting things I've seen or heard recently.
Wait. I've got one.
It's taking everything in me to not mock the way you just said wait.
Wait, what did I say?
Oh, wait.
Hey.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Wait. I've got one.
What is it?
BJ Novak, Delaney Rowe.
Oh, true. But we don't know if that's true.
And I'm going to put it out there. It can't be true. That's crazy.
I saw a photo of them together. Is it real? It looks photoshopped to me. I genuinely don't know.
I've never seen a photo of them together.
I feel like... No.
No, what do you feel?
I feel like a boomer on Facebook. Like, I can't tell if that photo is real or not.
Oh, I'm constantly a boomer on Facebook because every AI thing I see, I take as fact.
Okay, not the ones on Instagram that we be getting.
Not those, because they're terrifying. But there was one of like Sabrina Carpenter and Jerry Seinfeld, and I was like, when did they have this conversation? And I was like fully convinced of it. It's completely AI.
Oh gosh, they're getting to you.
It was really good.
But I don't know if they're actually dating. I don't think we've had any confirmed proof or anything like that.
I saw that like pedestrian TV thing or whatever that I sent you that you saw as well.
I saw a photo of them sitting together at something, but I'm like, this looks photoshopped, so I don't think it's real.
I hope it is, because that's weird.
You hope it's real?
No, I hope it's photoshopped.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, ew, that's like crazy in real life.
No, it's very weird.
Because he's like 1 million and she's like 10. So I don't like this. And also just like such different circles. I'd be like, why are you dating an influencer who's like 25?
To me, it feels like she's trying to like get in
to the proper circles.
The world of comedy. Yeah.
But what weird coattails to ride on.
Yeah, BJ Novak isn't necessarily the guy I'd recommend.
In 2025?
No.
Pick better coattails. He did what? Why am I forgetting the name of the movie? Popes. Conclave. He was a part of the Conclave table read, and that's the most recent thing I'm aware that he was a part of. Which killed, but she probably could have been in it. Like,
no, true.
Yeah.
That's how they met. Anyways.
Wait, I have another one.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll get into Spirited Away. Oh.
Spoilers.
We'll get into something. Stay tuned to find out. Bleep it.
I'll forget.
Kath Ebbs and Jojo Siwa are kind of everywhere.
Oh yeah, they broke up.
Yeah, everyone at work's really been gabbing about it. And my grandma's been sending me articles.
Oh wow, Jan's in and
Jan's
seated.
Clocked. Yeah. That's it.
That's some big news.
Huge. Do you have a team?
And she's no longer
a lesbian. She's queer.
A lesbian. She's queer. Yeah.
She's changed to another letter. But then didn't she like say like, I didn't watch an episode of Big Brother. I didn't watch anything. I watched that one clip of Mickey Rourke being homophobic, but that was it.
Oh yeah.
And she was like, I'm no longer a lesbian. I'm queer because I've struck up this relationship with my platonic friend, this guy. What?
So I've seen all the clips of them on Big Brother, and it is fishy.
Well, that's apparently what was happening. Like, Kath was like, I'm gonna go like talk to them in person, because I've seen stuff on TV. They didn't have contact while the show was on, obviously. And so they were just watching at home and they were like, interesting, weird. We'll just talk it out. We'll see how it goes. Flew to London, broke up with at the after party.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. And I mean, the clips are a little fishy, but also there's nothing specifically like romantic about it, but they are definitely a little much. But one, also Kath Ebbs goes by they, them pronouns, if I'm correct.
I think either they, them, or they, she.
Okay, because I know that JoJo Siwa was strictly using she, her pronouns.
Really?
For Kath
For
Ebbs
Kath? Really?
on the show. I'm pretty sure.
Because I correct my mum constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like literally constantly. I go, not 9 anymore. Things change. Yeah.
But then I also saw that she said that he was her platonic soulmate or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Weird things. Anywho, that's enough hot goss, hot topics.
Australia actually kind of, I think, really hates JoJo Siwa right now.
That's fair. They
were team JoJo Siwa because JoJo Siwa came on Australian TV and said, this is my partner who I'm in love with. And then
JoJo Siwa said, I'm just kidding.
Just kidding. It's not love. I'm unhappy. I'm now dating a man.
Yes.
But we're platonic. I'm changing my letter, but I'm in love with this platonic man. What? I'm just very confused. Also, he's old. So I'm also really confused.
Yeah, he is. He's
32.
32.
32.
Well,
he also
Kat
just
Ebbs is 27, 28. So
27, born 97. Which, yes, but 32. And also, I feel like when it's, I don't know, I feel like a 32-year-old guy and a 21-year-old girl feels crazy to me.
No, yeah, I agree. I just feel like I'm always thinking, I'm like, she can barely drink legally in the United States.
Yeah, because when she could, she started downing Tito's on stage.
And it's like,
because
if
there's
you're
no
dating, I don't know, dating somebody who can't go to a bar. Anywho, okay, that's enough.
I find it
that's
crazy.
Enough.
Yeah. Though also it's hard because I'm historically like a very big JoJo Siwa apologizer. So I've actually been really torn and been liking and unliking JoJo Siwa's Instagram post lately because I'm just really like conflicted.
Apparently that's not enough. Tell me more about your JoJo Siwa love.
No, that's it.
Okay.
Maybe I rekindle things with Kath and say, hey, I haven't seen you for, how old am I? I don't care to share. I haven't seen you for like a good 10 years, maybe more. Miss you. What's up?
All right, let's jump into what the actual pod is about. Maybe the hot topics thing.
Maybe we make a new side podcast just of hot topics
on Wednesdays.
Wait, that's fun. The gap between video and audio?
I was gonna say, or we do like something. I can't think of like a word related to news. That would be like a play on words or like an alliteration for a day of the week, but
Wednesday.
Wake up Wednesday.
Wake up Wednesday. Wednesday wupdate. Wednesday. Welcome to Wednesday.
Okay. Anywho.
www.wednesday.
If you made it this far, 14 minutes into the episode.
We've been talking for 14 minutes.
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
We are actually here to talk about Spirited Away.
Hell yeah.
Annabelle has never seen, I'd say, 99% of Studio Ghibli's movies.
Yeah, 100%. Is this my first Miyazaki? Or no?
No. Well,
Perfect Blue, not Miyazaki.
No, that's not even Studio Ghibli.
Grave of the Fireflies is Studio Ghibli, but not Miyazaki. Then I think that's the extent.
I do think this is your first.
Wait, no. Boy and the Heron.
Correct.
Yeah.
That would be your first.
That was my first.
So I thought that we should do like a little show where Annabelle is forced against her will, handcuffed and gagged while being forced to watch Studio Ghibli movies. We could have gone in order of release date, but we decided no.
Nah, Let's go in order of things that I've heard of.
And also, I think Spirited Away, especially for Western audiences, is maybe the most popular.
My entire life, everyone's been telling me to watch Spirited Away.
Yeah.
Like, that's the one that everyone dies on a hill for.
So I was like, this is probably the best one to start with.
Yes.
Would you like?
No, absolutely not. I've talked enough. I take JoJo Siwa, you take movie plots.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I have seen this movie a lot, so I will be happy to. The movie is about a young girl named Chihiro. She is moving to a new house with her parents, and they stop because they took a shortcut and they ended up at a dead end, and they decided to explore. In their exploration, they find sort of an abandoned theme park that seems to come to life as the sun sets, and her parents turn into pigs because they are greedy. Anywho, Chihiro sort of gets wrapped up in a spirit world and is forced to take on a job at a bathhouse in order to get her parents turned back into human beings. Along the way, she meets a boy named Haku, who sort of has a connection to her, but we don't know why. She also makes friends with some other people in the bathhouse, and it's mainly just her. It's a coming of age. It's her coming into her own, being more independent and being able to sort of fend for herself and help her parents get back to the real world. So that is basically what the movie's about.
Killed, I agree.
It's from 2001?
Is it?
Or 2000?
Mentally, I had 90s, but that's wrong.
It's definitely 2000 or 2001, but it's 2001. Okay.
Beautiful.
Confirmed. It is from 2001. It is maybe the most critically acclaimed
Miyazaki?
Studio Ghibli movie.
Yeah. Miyazaki. I just said the same thing twice. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. It was the first non-Disney movie to win Best Animated Picture at the Oscars.
It won Best Animated Picture at the Oscars?
It won Best Animated Picture at the Oscars. It was the first and only non-English film until Boy and the Heron. So only 2 non-English films have won Best Animated Picture.
That's crazy. And what a good
Miyazaki.
strike rate for that man.
Yeah, truly. And also, I believe it's the highest rated animated film on IMDb. It's the highest rated animated film on Letterboxd. It is like...
So the accolades, never ending. Go crazy.
No, truly. It's a huge movie. It's not my favorite Studio Ghibli movie, but it's for sure a 5 out of 5 for me, personally. I'm a huge fan. Love Miyazaki.
Yeah.
I just think his work is inspiring in that he writes such great coming of age stories, and then also has like such beautiful visuals,
like graphics,
and animation. It's like unlike, I truly am like, I think Disney, it's unfortunate because Disney is sort of going in the way of like the sort of 3D-ish animation.
Yeah.
Starting with like Rapunzel and Frozen.
Yeah.
And that's kind of all they're doing with their animated movies anymore.
That's very true.
And I feel like it's sort of taking away from like these beautiful hand-drawn
it's like, it's a
animation.
gorgeous film.
Yeah, and that's like all of like most of Studio Ghibli movies are like these hand-drawn. And what was like Princess and the Frog, I think like the last
hand-drawn Disney film?
Or at least 2D,
Wow.
I guess.
Right, 2D looking. Wow, that's crazy.
I think. I could be wrong. I just can't
No,
think
that
of a
feels
Disney
right
movie
because Tangled was like immediately after that, kind of, right?
Mm-hmm.
Around,
Yeah, it was like a
like
year or the
2010?
same year. I think they were... Why do I want to say
Was
they
Princess
were both
and the Frog
2009?
2010? Oh, I think Tangled was 2010.
Princess and the Frog was 2009. Tangled was 2010. So yeah, it was right after.
Princess and the Frog I saw in cinemas And then I don't know why I didn't clock in for Tangled. Maybe I aged out.
You aged out, and then you're sitting there, you watched Disney Channel until you were...
I took a break.
You had a hiatus.
2010 was my age out year. I'm serious. And then I dived back in 2014 with Liv
Did you
and
see
Maddie.
Frozen?
Yeah, but I didn't want to go. Or maybe my friends didn't want to go and I forced them. That feels right.
Are you rewriting history?
That feels more right. Like, saying that out loud, that really feels like something I would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you just hate Mandy more.
Famously. I want her gone. No, I love Stupid Cupid.
Kills.
Yes.
But no, I do think that like I wish Disney would go sort of back into the root of these beautiful animations, because even the old Disney movies, like, they're beautiful.
Yeah, and also, like, who are we doing this for? It's not like kids are demanding this. It's not like the market's like, we need like 3D animation. As if, no. Why are we doing this? Who are we doing this for?
A trend that we are failing to like get out of. I want to so badly, but
if anything, we're starting to give princesses like the head proportions of Bratz dolls, and that just feels a little wrong.
They're big.
Because the market's being cornered.
Yeah.
By Bratz.
I just wish, I want us to go back to this. I know this isn't true, and I am gonna regret probably saying this, but I feel as though like the old animation style doesn't take as much artistic skill as like the newer ones. The newer ones are just so computer manufactured.
Wait, do you mean the other way around of what you just said?
What did I say?
The older ones don't take as much artistic style as the newer ones?
I swear I didn't say that, but if I did say that, then...
Maybe I've got oral dyslexia.
Maybe I said that, honestly. We have it recorded, so we will know.
No, and you're so right.
Who is wrong. But yes,
I think we're both on the same page with what you were saying.
I did mean like the newer ones do not take
have less
as
artistic
artistic skill required, because they're so computer
They're so
manufactured.
technical.
And it's more so like, I'm good at using a software on a computer versus I can
and I'm
draw.
gonna follow digits and numbers. Yeah, that's the thing, because like even if like obviously there's technical skill involved in drawing as well, but like it's freehand, it's up to the artist, and it's very much dependent on their style. Whereas like if I learned computers and numbers and whatever the program is, sure, it's hard, but like I can make any art on that.
And like
and it's gonna look exactly the same.
Artistic like requirements that you need to do it in the way that they're doing it now, for sure.
I guess. But I know nothing.
I don't know. I don't know. I think it's.
I feel like their jobs could be replaced with AI.
Probably,
which is scary. But AI is actually like really skilled.
A little too skilled, I'd argue.
No, it's scary. Genuinely, I could name you like 3 people who I know personally who don't have therapists anymore because they're using AI.
That's maybe the worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
Do you want to hear something worse? They
Probably
said
not, but go ahead.
Their AI is better.
They say that?
Yeah. That's why they got rid of their therapist.
That's maybe the worst thing I've ever heard in my life, because I find that so hard to believe.
I've had a pretty good pitch.
What is it?
Like the thing where you can use like character AI and people like talk to their favorite characters, and then their favorite characters are their therapist. And I said I'd probably eat that up.
Stop. Also, I feel like I don't know. I just don't think AI can really get.
It surely isn't effective as well, because like at some point wouldn't it just be telling you what you want to hear?
That's for sure. And also AI, the computers can't understand like the human like psyche, like what we are doing and why we're doing things. Like they don't understand that. So
the person I know who's doing it the most is saying that they're converting their life into like parallels of like the characters in the show from the AI that they're using, so that the AI understands.
I feel like I could say some things but because we're being recorded, I don't think I should. So I'm going to keep
Wait,
my
what are you
mouth
going to
shut.
say?
No, I'm not saying it.
Wait, can you tell me off camera?
Maybe.
Wait,
Anywho,
what? Is it
I'm
insulting?
not saying it now.
Is it in support of AI or against
Anywho,
AI?
The next thing that I was
I just want to know. And also, I haven't done it. I'm not doing it. I'm not supporting it.
Okay.
I just
disclaimer,
know someone personally
disclaimer.
who's very much been telling me they've been doing that, and I'm like, that's crazy. And I am eating up their stories. I do find it very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho.
I'll tell you the person off camera.
Okay.
I deliberately didn't out them.
You don't want to put their name
See,
on
this
blast
person
right
loves
now?
AI. She did say, maybe AI is replacing jobs.
AI is about to get rid of every therapist there ever has been.
Yeah.
No. But so besides like the beautiful visuals of Studio Ghibli movies that I find, especially with Spirited Away, this one I feel like, I don't know why this one hit with Western audiences so much more than the other ones. I'm honestly...
Well, I
really
don't have the
know.
knowledge of the other ones to know.
I genuinely
do.
think
So
that if you watched the other ones, you would also wonder why this one hit so hard.
yeah.
I think this one has a lot of the like iconic characters, such as like the big baby
Big baby.
and No Face. It's a big
I
one.
love No Face.
Yeah.
I love No Face.
I feel like that
Also, the
could
sexual
be-
tension between the river and that little girl. Don't even get me started. That little water boy and that baby girl.
the way you're describing them is crazy. The baby girl.
That little
No.
baby girl and that boy made of water.
I forced you to watch the English dub,
Yes.
which is different from the Japanese, obviously. They sort of describe things a little more than the Japanese version does because
That makes sense.
we're not as attuned to, I guess, the culture.
And also, English is just like not as good a language, and that we don't have words that encapsulate images and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So in order to translate, it sounds crazy.
Yeah, I know that there's like some added lines of like, oh, it's a bathhouse. Like that's in the English version, but not the Japanese because like in
'Cause you
Japan
just
they
know. Yeah.
Yeah, so like I know a lot of that stuff. And I also needed you to watch the English version because I needed you to hear the
That
voice
girl?
actor of Chihiro, Davichi.
Yeah. And she was annoying. And she was.
She's Lilo from Lilo and Stitch, which like
She
that's
kills in that. That's her niche.
truly like that's so good.
And I think also, like, yeah, we're not gunning for range at that age. If you're a child, like, and there's one character you do well, I think we should just leave them there.
My thing about it is was nobody in the studio being like, tone it
Calm
down.
it down.
Like, come on. Was there a director?
Be less annoying. Maybe Miyazaki just said, direct yourself.
I don't know if he
See what
directed the
happens.
English version though.
He probably didn't.
Yeah, right? So whoever did.
Oh, if they got him to do it, like if someone said to me, can you direct something, just the voice of a language that you don't speak? No, I can't, actually.
yeah.
No. So
I
if
can't
he did do it,
find-
fair enough.
Yeah, I can't find. All I
Maybe
can
they
see
didn't
is
have a
that
director. They just let her loose in the
Miyazaki
booth and said,
directed
see what
it.
happens.
I cannot imagine they put like 9-year-old David Chase into the studio and just said, "Go nuts."
Follow your instincts.
It's just an acting class.
Follow your impulses. And then they lock that in and say, that's a wrap. Cut.
No, she's so whiny to a point where it's almost unbearable to me. I genuinely think she also played Samara in The Ring, where
Killed.
she kills literally.
No, literally. Does she have any lines in that?
Yeah. There's like the few lines of when she's in the like. Wait, first of all, Lincoln
Description. You always want to cement things. You want them to be there for good.
I do.
Honestly,
We
our
just
Ring
have a
episode
bio.
kills.
It's like 1 million links of all of our videos.
Every single week. That's not a description of what the podcast is. Proof's in the pudding, baby.
But she speaks when she's being like therapized.
Okay, AI. Why couldn't I say AI? Did you hear that? Okay, AI.
I feel like we're being like,
AI.
is Samara like
No, fully
possessing
taking
us?
over. She said, you said I sounded annoying.
No, literally.
Yeah.
But when she's like being interviewed and stuff, she like has a few lines, but like I think she has 3 or 4.
Yeah, I feel like my biggest takeaway from The Ring wasn't listen to that girl talk.
No, but
Yeah.
it certainly was.
But what were our
Spirited Away.
takeaways?
Girl,
Link in
mine.
description. Did you say something about mind? What'd you say?
I did not.
Okay.
I said, but that certainly was a takeaway in this movie because we said, listen to that girl whine.
And you're so right, because we did.
Yeah.
And while we're on voice actors and choices, I actually have 2 other people I'd like to talk about.
Please do.
One thing about me, I've seen this film once and we watched it a few weeks ago. So can I remember a single character's name apart from No Face? Absolutely not.
Well, I just told you 2 of them, but that's okay.
No, you did, and I've forgotten. So,
Baby Girl and River Boy.
no, so Riverboy, what a choice he made. Very casual, very chill, but randomly would sound like such an asshole.
No,
With such normal lines and requests.
the way that I completely forgot. He will
The
sometimes-
rapid switch was my favorite thing maybe I've ever heard.
He will pull out the sassiest line
Yeah.
in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It'd be like, this is not an actual line from the film, this is an example. We're talking, it's normal. Can I please have some water? And then we're back to conversation. You're like,
No, it'd
whoa.
be like, yeah, we're talking. Stand up.
Yes, that's it. That's it. And I was like, whoa. Okay.
No, it's so good.
Yeah.
That's honestly, that's a good read. I actually
That's a
love
good.
that.
No, I was obsessed with it. I was eating it up, and you know what? I believed it.
No, fully.
I said he wants her to
Fully.
stand.
And you
Jesus
also said, do we
Christ.
trust him?
Yeah,
We do.
yeah, we do.
He's a river.
I said forever. And
Are you gonna
The-
go Lynn?
yeah. She's our girly, right?
She's our girly, yeah.
She really got me. Because at the beginning, I wasn't like fully believing her portrayal, like her character. I said, I don't know, like it seems a little put on, it seems a little forced, and then it
So-
turns. Wait, yeah, you explain.
I was gonna say, Lynn is a employee at the bathhouse that sort of is forced to take Chihiro under her wing, and it is like her least favorite. Like she does not want to do it, and so yeah, Annabelle.
Well,
you
she's
felt-
acting like she doesn't want to do it.
Yeah,
It's a bit. She's like, oh, come on, blah, blah. Like very
That was
much whining.
good.
Thank you so much. I've studied. Very much like grumping about, and I was like, well, this seems a little hammed. This seems a little put on. Let's rein it back. Again, like, where's that director? They just let her loose in the booth, and she said, well, this is what someone sounds like when they're upset. And I said, okay. And then, complete switch. Lovely, warm, pleasant. Said, come with me. And I said, what? And then I realized, like, the artifice was there. I could see the artifice because it was real. It was right in front of me. And it wasn't an acting problem. In fact, it was range.
it was a choice.
It was a choice, and boy, did it pay off. She got me.
Well, she's also the voice of Megara in Hercules.
I was going to say Hercules woman, but then I didn't want to get it wrong.
You were right. Yes, we love Lynn. She's an icon. She's a legend.
And she is. And what a little braid.
I think that's something that I really like also about the characters is that they are all very much like so like supportive and rooting for Chihiro, even though
100%, except for like the villainy characters. But even then, honestly, like anyone who's kind of a villain really chops and changes and isn't that for long.
yeah, they're deep characters.
They're
got
deep.
depth.
They're fluid.
Yes. It's like Kamaji, the
Woman?
no, the bathhouse, he runs the water and
Oh, me?
yes, you.
Yeah.
He's like somebody that he's sort of very
Should be
very
curmudgeonly.
strict and very
Yeah.
like unhappy about her being here, but then
Also, he's like rooting for her and helping her
roots
out.
for her. He lies for her. He sticks up for her. He covers her with a blanket. He's
beautiful. He's a beautiful man with
same
beautiful
with
intentions.
Zeniba, which is the twin sister of Yubaba. You sort of think that the old woman, her twin sister, that they go to her house and no face stays with her. You think that she's sort of like this evil, just as bad as her sister, who's like harmed Haku and put a curse on him, but truly she's just trying to help him and also trying to help Chihiro. So it's like all of these characters sort of
layers,
very layered.
Depth.
You think that they're all sort of out to get or hinder Chihiro, but
and be obstacles,
sort of,
but actually, like, the thing, everyone takes turns at being an obstacle and everyone takes turns at being a helper. So because they get to share that role around, no one person has to be shallow.
And I think the thing that really does it for the characters is Chihiro is sort of this young little girl that is
Baby girl,
like earnest and very hardworking, and so I think that they like her, and that's what switches everybody. Because even the sort of like sidekicks of the little heads that get turned into the rat and the fly, or the baby that gets turned into the rat and the head that turn into the fly, that are not supposed to be on her side, but as they spend time with her, they like love spending time with her, and they become sort of her friend.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like, in my head, I like always took it as like, I like growing up, it was like, if you be yourself, then people will love you for who you are.
That's so beautiful.
And that's,
but only if you have a good personality.
Only if, yeah. But does she have a good personality? Because she whines a lot.
Okay, but that's only because of her voice.
True. I think if it was voiced by somebody else, it would be...
Yeah, it's not her lines.
She'd
it's
be a
not her
great character,
ethics.
yeah.
It's not her character traits. Like, hardworking and earnest. But why should gotta sound like that?
Why does she have to be crying? That's
Okay.
really good too.
Thank you so much. I actually voiced every single person in this film. That was all me. Yeah, no, I agree. Also, I liked, in terms of like random switches and stuff, I feel like, I'm assuming it's deliberate, but the like progression of stuff that happens in the film, because it's supposed to be like kind of dream-like, follows the sense of a dream and that it doesn't.
Yeah,
like a lot of things just like happen randomly, and it very much mimics what dreaming feels like, which is very cool to see on screen.
Yeah, it's like I also think that a lot of why maybe Western audiences love this movie so much is because it sort of does use a lot of the traditional like Japanese culture.
Oh, yeah.
That's where I was going to go. Yeah. Because I don't think his other movies technically really harp on that, but I feel like this one does, especially with the spirits and sort of the folklore there, the bathhouses. It all is
the buffet
very,
looked bomb.
Yeah, it's like this is Japan. Whereas I think the other movies, some of them aren't even set in Japan, so it's sort of like you don't really know.
He kind of chucked some things in there for the tourists.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
It was kind of like an ad for Japan.
Yes. Yes.
It's like when any movie made in Australia just features the harbour bridge. Kind of like Anyone But You.
Stop.
Use the harbour, go crazy. Yeah.
Yes.
And you know what? I think that this movie would have been so much better had Sydney Sweeney voiced the baby girl.
Absolutely. You're so right.
Yeah.
We need a remastered.
Remaster 2025, get Sydney Sweeney in the booth.
That would kill. We should absolutely
We'll email again.
reach out.
We'll follow up.
Yep. You know.
Yes. Hey, babe. I know you've dismissed one voiceover opportunity, but here's another.
I'm sure she'd be down.
I'm sure she'd be down. She can use this mic right here. Come on over.
Absolutely. We'll record it.
We'll record it in my room right here, right now, babe. Let's go.
Yes. One of the other things I love about Studio Ghibli movies is, besides the fact that it is sort of this overarching coming of age movie about growing up, he loves to just chuck in so many other like sort of issues and themes that you don't even really notice. And I think the biggest one with this movie is sort
child
of how
labor.
kind of like the environment, and how we are sort of destroying the environment.
Oh yeah.
Is a big thing that we have, and it's mainly because like the main boy is a river.
He's a river. Spoilers. He's a river.
Yeah, spoilers alert. He's actually a river.
He's a river. At the end, she just like they're like flying in the sky. She's like, I've seen you before. Yeah, because he's a river.
But he's like lost his way, and he doesn't know who he is because he was destroyed when they replaced him with apartments.
Yeah.
And so the movie also really focuses on sort of like deforestation and like
I love deforestation. I don't love deforestation.
Clip that.
I hate gays. I love deforestation. No, I love like stuff about deforestation. That also sounds crazy.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, like for some, like in year 5, I was very deeply passionate about deforestation. Like, you couldn't catch me doing a speech at school that wasn't about deforestation for some reason. And you should
have watched this movie.
And I should have used this movie in my speech.
Absolutely.
Instead, I think I talked about Hannah Montana.
Okay, that's fair.
No, it really landed, though. It was really good.
I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah.
There's also the moment of when the quote-unquote stink spirit shows up, but it's a river spirit.
Yeah.
He was also a river spirit who was sort of
stunk up by pollution.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this one really focuses on sort of like the destruction of nature,
the environment,
for our own personal.
Yeah, like what we're doing. So it acts as a warning.
Development. It does. That's the one. Like that's why I love his movies, because I just think they're so layered in terms of themes.
Yeah.
Which, fun fact about the way Miyazaki writes,
yes,
he doesn't actually write the script like first.
Huh.
What he does is he truly storyboards first.
Love.
And so the story truly just comes naturally through the progression of the storyboards, and that's how he doesn't even know where the story's gonna go, really.
I love that.
It becomes, and that's exactly how this movie was made.
That's so cool.
And
it feels like that.
It does feel like that almost, because it's truly, honestly, it's like you don't really know what's gonna happen next.
No idea. Good luck predicting that. I didn't.
Yeah.
My jaw was on the floor.
If you actually did.
No, I 10 minutes in, I said, that boy's a river. That boy's a river.
Well, obviously.
No. Call that one.
But I have something for you. Do you have your phone in front of you?
No, but I have my messages if you're sending me something.
So I consistently was calling Annabel Kamaji, the seven-legged...
Oh, wait. No, you finish your sentence.
The seven-legged man who runs the bathhouse.
The really sexy seven-legged man who runs the bathhouse. Yes, that's what I thought maybe this was.
I thought we could take a little quiz. I hope you get Kamaji. Who do you think you are?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yubaba?
What?
Yubaba?
Who's that?
The woman that runs the bathhouse.
The old woman? No.
Her baby?
I think I'm the stink spirit.
Almost funny.
Thank you. Well, you think that you're Miss Hercules, yeah?
I think I'm Lynn. I do.
Yeah. We'll see.
Okay, so here we are. We're going to take a little quizzy.
Oh, that's an ad for sure.
Yeah. The first question is pick one. And it's 4 different Studio Ghibli movies. We've got Castle in the Sky, Kiki's Delivery Service, Porco Rosso, and Arrietty.
I'm going to pick Kiki's Delivery Service.
I am also, but Castle in the Sky is a close second for me.
Juliana was talking about that today. because I told
love
her what this
Castle in the
podcast
Sky.
was going to be about.
Big Castle in the Sky fan. Choose a BFF from Howl's Moving Castle. So I'm not going to spoil it, but I almost spoiled the movie for you. It's a character from Howl's Moving Castle, which Annabelle has also not seen. I will not spoil the movie, but Calcifer is voiced by Billy Crystal in the English version. Sophie is voiced by Emily Mortimer, and Howl is voiced by Christian Bale.
I'm just going to go by vibe. I'm going to pick Turnip Head.
Turnip Head's an icon. My mom loves Turnip Head.
Okay, love. Well, I trust Diane.
I'm going Sophie.
Okay, honestly, yeah, she seems fun.
Choose a Ghibli house to live in.
Oh, these are gorge. I'm going to go bottom right. What are you going?
I'm also going bottom right, Annabelle.
Wait, can we split rent?
Yes, absolutely.
Yay!
Okay, choose a Ghibli character to hang out with. We have Laputa. We have Susu Watari,
I'm picking them.
which is from That's from Spirited Away.
Yeah,
we know those babies.
I know, they're so cute. I love them.
Laputa is from Castle in the Sky. And then Kodama is from Princess Mononoke.
Love. Done. What are you picking?
What'd you pick?
Susuwatari.
Oh, okay. Me too.
Yeah, okay, love. Oh.
Transportation.
I'm going broomstick, baby. I love a witch.
I'm going to go elk because I love that baby.
No, I love her. She's so cute, and I'm excited to watch you ride her.
And I have my stuffed one right over there next to my record
That's
player.
so cute. Oh.
Oh, a furry friend. We have Minnie, Totoro, Gigi, Heen, and Nun.
Heen.
I love Gigi. I'm going Gigi.
I almost went Gigi, but I love a dog. Is Heen a dog?
He is a dog, yes. He's from Howl's Moving Castle.
Love.
Who'd you get? Did you get Kamaji?
No.
Oh, dang it.
I got no face. And I've...
Stop. Wait. I see that.
What?
Except the only thing that's different is I think you talk a little bit more than No Face. Just a little bit.
No face. You're super quiet and cranky. But you can be a total sweetheart to those who are kind to you. Yeah, I think the second part's probably true. I think the first part, I don't think I'm quiet and cranky.
Oh, cranky. I think you said crazy. I was like,
oh no, I am crazy.
It's cranky?
Is it super cranky? You're super quiet and cranky. You're super quiet and crazy.
That's what I thought you said.
If we change it to you're super loud and crazy, and you can be a total sweetheart to those who are kind to you, I'd say, yeah, good read.
I'd say spot on. They read you like a book.
Yeah, God. Who are you?
I got Chihiro.
The lead? Baby girl?
Baby girl.
Okay,
Baby
yeah.
girl.
Wait, I see that.
New situations can be scary at times, but when the time comes, you can be super brave. No matter what, you always strive to do the right thing.
Aw, that's nice. I see that.
Sure. These ones just feel so vague, except yours is just not right.
Mine's specifically wrong, so...
Yeah, it's like quite literally inaccurate.
I would love someone's first impression of me to be like, she was really quiet and really cranky.
I don't think I've ever used the word quiet or cranky to describe you.
Look, maybe I'm quiet about being cranky. I'd agree with that.
But
I'd text
I think
you.
that when you're cranky, it's so obvious.
Not to everyone. I let you in on it. You're in the in club.
No, I could just tell the way you talk.
Hey.
I'm just like, oh, here she is again.
Hey.
Every day. So maybe they're right.
Shut up.
Your little tantrums.
Hey. But no, with normal people, I feel I suppress a tantrum.
Okay.
For sure.
I almost asked you something so personal that like should not be on the pod because I forgot that we were filming.
What were you gonna? You on your period?
I'm gonna write it down
You messing?
No, but like it's so personal. Like it's about our personal lives that it's just not something that we should. It almost just came out.
What is it? You wrote it down?
You'll find out.
Write that down and write down the AI thing you were going to say. And we'll do a debrief off cam. Sign up for our Patreon.
I was just going to say. PayPal us $300 and we'll
Wait, genuinely? For $300? I'll tell you anything.
I would.
Are you kidding?
Oh, my question to you, I think we could get like $50 off it. That's how much
What's that
it's worth.
supposed to mean?
It's
My
not that
personal life isn't worth much?
I'm selling your personal life.
Your personal life, you'd have it at 300. I'd sell it for 50.
50, 10 cents. But no, what did you think of Spirited Away? Your first actual Hayao Miyazaki
I loved
movie.
it. Loved.
Would you watch
Absolutely.
it again?
I actually want to watch it again.
Do you regret not watching it when you were younger?
I mean, no. Like, yes and no, but like, I don't regret not watching it. I'm happy I watched it.
I feel like, I mean, I watched it as a child. Like, this was, I think, the first Studio Ghibli movie I ever saw as well.
Twins.
So look at us. But when you appreciate it so much more as an adult.
Yeah, for sure.
Because of just wisdom. Because we're super wise
And I've always
people.
said that. And that's why I've got a podcast.
And I've always
This is an
said
educational podcast.
But stop. We should have an educational
that would be fun.
podcast.
You do all the research and I guess.
It's just a trivia game.
Wait, no, I feel like that'd be fun. You know what? We've got 2 other podcasts coming, you guys. News highlights on Wednesdays. And then put down the book, pick up Spotify. And we're going to teach you everything you need to know.
That's good,
Thank you.
that's
That's
good.
the bio written.
Pick up the movie Monday. Or not movie. Pick up
Manual
the
Monday.
textbook Tuesday.
No, we can't do Tuesday. We're booked too busy. We're too busy on Tuesdays.
We have 2 podcasts come out on Tuesday.
Wait, that's fine. Like, if you want to blow off some steam and listen to the most recent movie highlights, or do you really want to crack down and hit the books?
Yes, I think our first episode can be geography.
Well, I'm going to host that one. I don't know if you can be a part of it.
Did you say I don't want to be a part of that?
No.
Stop, that's so funny. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But what were you? Oh, yeah, no, like, I 100% agree. I feel like there's a lot of stuff, and also because, like, the plot itself, and there's, like, so many, like, fun, colorful things to look at. The plot goes kind of crazy, so many fun characters. Like, there's a lot of sensory stuff for kids to, like, latch onto and be like, fun. So it's great for that. But that means it's, like, very easy to just, like, look at it at face value and not actually delve beneath it if you're a child, which means it's fun for the whole family.
Because it's true. It's such, like, you can watch even just the story and understand it sort of and not really think about it. But then there's, like, those underlying themes that really, and the character development that you really see that kids don't latch onto. Like, my niece and nephew, they loved this movie.
And Addie loves the scene where he falls down the stairs. Yeah.
Exactly. She loves when Chihiro hits her face against the wall. Yeah, don't misgender
I'm
Chihiro,
sorry,
please.
baby girl. Baby girl.
Starring Nicole Kidman.
Starring Harris Dickinson. Filmed 2 blocks away from my apartment.
What Studio Ghibli movie do you want to watch next?
I don't know. You pick.
I think I know.
Yeah, I think you guide this ship. As we established last episode, link in bio, you're Bob and I'm Star, or the other way around. Yeah, you're Kristen Wiig and I'm Manny Mamolo.
Star.
Yeah, no, and I'm Bob. And I just go with the flow. You're the pioneer.
I think the next one we should watch is Howl's Moving Castle.
I'd love.
I think because that's probably the
Big
other
one.
huge
Biggie.
one. that was also maybe the second one I ever
Okay,
watched.
love. We can just follow your trajectory.
So maybe I'm just taking you through my personal trajectory of
I
how
would
I
love
watch
that.
these movies.
And I'm going to do that with Harry Potter.
I really want you to watch From Up on Poppy Hill. I really want you to watch it.
Yeah. That's the one I
But
keep thinking I've watched but have not.
That's going to be also controversial because people hate that
it.
movie. I just got a TikTok the other day of some podcasters talking about how that's the only
They
Studio
hate?
Ghibli movie they can't get behind.
Because you
which is
watched that
crazy
1.5
because
star
there's
one.
movies from... There's Earwig
Yeah.
and the Witch. Like, there are some bad
Did you
Ghibli
know she
movies,
came up on my
but
Vizio the other day?
They were talking about how this...
Really?
Watch her. No, don't. Literally, it's not... It's
Well,
an
also, we
unfinished
will
movie.
probably
Like,
watch
it's
her in this
unreal.
series.
Exactly. We'll get there. But this Up on Poppy Hill is controversial. It is very controversial. And personally, absolutely one of my favorites. Top 2, probably.
After Grave of the Fireflies? Well,
Yeah, like that one and Grave of the Fireflies might be my favorite. So we'll see. My mom did not love that one, but we'll
can
get
I
there
rank my
eventually.
movies for you that I've seen? Perfect Blue is
Absolutely.
not in the mix, correct?
No. That's
That killed though. Okay, I love that one.
different director.
Damn. Grave of the Fireflies. Spirited Away, Boy and the Heron.
Interesting. Boy and the Heron is really good. It has sort of the whimsy of this one.
No, I
which
loved
really
Boy and the
like.
Heron. It was really good.
I think we'll get to Boy and the Heron for sure, but I think the one thing that Miyazaki sort of does better is female
In
protagonists.
Boy and the Heron or in this? I would
In
agree
this,
because it's
the protagonist is a boy.
I was like, interesting call.
I think he tends to write female protagonists better than male protagonists,
Ally.
but we'll get there.
he just
loves
loves
women.
women. What's the
Absolutely.
sexuality on him?
But no, I think he's married to a woman, but that
That doesn't mean anything. Could be a sham.
Also, this man has been saying he's retiring for like 20 years
He's
now.
not going anywhere.
I believe after Princess Mononoke in 1997,
He said he was retiring before he even like popped off.
And then he's
Before
made
he won
about
an
20
Oscar?
movies since. And then before Boy and the Heron, he said he was retiring. And then he made Boy and the Heron. And then I'm pretty sure he said he was
I
retiring.
literally
again. I could be wrong
love
on that
Shailene
one, but-
Woodley.
Yeah, no, this is Shailene Woodley got her inspiration
Absolutely,
from this
she
man.
did.
So he's married to Akemi Ota, who is an animator.
Well,
who
that's a
has
marriage of
worked
convenience,
on
is it not?
Some of the movies, yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
Love that.
Good for them.
My dream.
100%.
You know that girl from Love in the Spectrum? Who
The one
Danny
that you
is her
showed
name?
me? You showed... Oh,
No.
okay.
I don't know.
You
who I
showed me someone
you.
from Love on the
Maybe.
Spectrum who's a girl.
This one's Danny, and she is into animation, and she wants her partner to work in animation as
cute.
well. So she is basically like Hayao Miyazaki and his wife.
And I've always said that.
You know what? Love in the Spectrum fans, comment below.
Draw the parallels.
Tell me I'm right. Tell me I'm okay. Tell me I'm right on
no, I
this.
agree.
I've only seen the first season.
I've seen
though, so-
nothing. I've seen one Miyazaki movie, and that's okay.
And that's okay. But as Annabelle restarts her camera,
We're gonna put this baby to bed.
I think baby girls
go.
gotta
Wait,
go to
Ben, it's
sleep.
literally Tuesday. Sorry, I just remembered what day of the week it is. We actually
Oh my gosh, it
genuinely are recording on
is.
a Tuesday.
So when you said guess what day it is,
It's whoa. It's actually the day. That's
Tuesday.
nuts.
That's actually crazy. I don't
No,
think we've done
not
this
often at
very
all. I
often.
just looked at my little laptop and she said, chew. And I said, oh, yeah,
That's
no, that's nuts.
crazy.
No,
kind of
that
obsessed
means
with that.
this is going to be our most listened to episode.
That's called
Yes, it is.
manifestation.
This time next week, we're going viral, baby.
And with that,
With that, we're gonna get a beauty sleep for when fame hits.
I'm feeling a little sick.
I'm feeling a little sick.
And I think it might be next Tuesday.
That this is released. Bye.
Bye.